J'arrive pas à y aller. Pas de nouveaux trucs.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers come into this one after the win against the Warriors in Oakland, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they can deliver some of that momentum. Well, without a doubt, the best thing to happen to the Lakers this offseason was jumping up in the lottery to land the number 2 overall pick, which they used on D'Angelo Russell. Kenny, how much does this help the Lakers?
Well, years ago, the Lakers had a pick, and they elected to go small instead of big with Lottie Diva. They went with a guy named Kobe Bryant. And they're hoping that they can have this similar type success by going small with D'Angelo Russell.
It was a very good compliment to the team, you know.
NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Freak in at the 3. Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Russell.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this one. That one is no good. Phoenix on defense. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game.
Putain.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Morris. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here is Bledsoe. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Bledsoe passes to Warren. Feeds to Morris. Here's Booker. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Lakers ball. On defense, Phoenix. Freak dishes to Gobert. Here's Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Freak's got his first 2 points of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Warren. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Chandler with the steal.
Putain.
With Bledsoe. Nobody back. Shot's good.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Now here's Freak. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And Gobert kicks to Freak. Shoots from 8, and that's good off the glass that time. Freak's got 6 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
No good from Bledsoe.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
That's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here's Bledsoe. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now the feed to Russell. finished off the break.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Bledsoe. Gobert with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Freak's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And the Suns here with a different look. Plumlee, he's checked in for Chandler. Wright comes in for Morris. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for T.J. Ward. And it's Brandon Knight in for Booker. Los Angeles leading by 5. Rondo passes to Freak. Here's Hibbert. Again, Los Angeles.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Knight dishes to Plumlee. And Hibbert with the block. Here's Russell. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Lakers?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Now go to Doris Burke. We had a chance to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
He said their main focus will be trying to contain Rajon Rondo. He said, quote, "We all know that Rondo's capable of taking over games single-handedly. So, guys," he said, "they've got to match his energy and try to keep him out of the paint."
Putain, il fait chier, lui.
Fast break, here come the Suns. Bledsoe's got the ball. And Meeks kicks to Knight. Here's the 3. Meeks can't hit. Lakers leading by 4. Outside Rondo. Jones, the pass to Freak, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that is good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Suns trail by 5. Now, here is Knight. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans. Here's Bledsoe. Sweet little floater. Bledsoe's got 11.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Lakers ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important it is for an NBA locker room. Don't you need a player like this, Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make in that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room, which Chandler has got that covered.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Lakers. Freak in its small forward. Mahimi is out there with Brandon Bass. That's Rajon Rondo. Knight dishes to Chandler. Knight in the corner. Back to Morris. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give him a chance for the and one.
Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Morris drops them both. And the Lakers have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. Unloads from 13. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on Freak. The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And their numbers from the line.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Kicks it to right. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 2.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Jones with the screen on Bledsoe. Rondo kicks to Freak. Lakers passing it around. Runner in the lane. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Right from outside, another 3 for Phoenix.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Freak passes to Hibbert. He feeds it to Freak. On the mark with the 15-footer. Freak's got 16 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors got the job done. He ended with 41 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Plumlee with a screen on run. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Lakers trail. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bledsoe. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 5th rebound in this one.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Out to the right wing. The drive by Russell. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Russell's got his 3rd basket of the night. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break. With the 3rd quarter soon to... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
So it's the Lakers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They got Warren, Booker out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Marquise Morris. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bledsoe outside. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Passes it to Morris. Chandler against Favors. Chandler, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The drive by Russell. The dish to Favors. And he banks in the layup. Favors has got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That's good. And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Freak is second. Tyson Chandler fourth.
You know, everyone on that list had a great season, an outstanding season, and had a few things been different, their order on the list could have been reversed. I mean, a trade happens or doesn't happen, maybe an injury to a key player. Any of that could have affected where these guys ended up on the list.
They set the pick. Here's Russell. He kicks to Freak. Clock at 6. From 18 feet away, Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A 3 from Morris. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Russell dishes to Freak. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Out of bounds.
Non mais putain, ils savent pas jouer quoi.
A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 10 points per game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Shane Larkin's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Lakers also making a change. Mahinmi's checked in. Los Angeles with another miss.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Warren kicks tonight. In the corner, it's Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. Lakers trail by 4. Outside, Russell. Inside. Here's Freak. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Chandler with the screen on Russell. To the middle. And Chandler throws it down.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Russell passes to Freak. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Larkin dishes to Morris. Off target with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Russell kicks to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For Phoenix, they've gone an even 50% to the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
coming off a terrific season. 8th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could actually become #1.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Plumlee is checked in for Chandler. Wright comes in for Ward. And it's Jody Meeks in for Shane Larkin. The Lakers trail. Hibbert with the screen. Out left of the wing. Jones with the screen on Knight. Rondo kicks to Jones. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Morris' screen. Down low. It's deflected. Rondo with the steal. He dishes it to Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He's got 24 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
The Suns have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Morris with the screen for Knight. Down low, it's tipped. Rondo with the steal. Pass to Freak. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Suns trail by 3. Plumlee with a screen on run. Knight passes to Plumlee. Phoenix, no good that time either. And Los Angeles guys shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Fast break, the Lakers pushing it up. Rajon Rondo again. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden. And you know what, just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Phoenix. The Lakers also with the sub. Gobert, he's checked in for Jones. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And the Suns miss again.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Releases from 15, and that one's good. Freak. Freak's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Bledsoe against Rondo. Bledsoe dishes to Wright, and that one's good. Wright's got 7.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Rondo. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And the final period of play just about to start. Suns trail by 7, and on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Freak, he's in at 3. Rajon Rondo is out there with Russell, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Favors in at the power forward. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Chandler. 8 points for T.J. Warren.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Well, Phoenix shooting about 42% so far. Bledsoe kicks to Warren. Chandler outside. To the middle. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Warren.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Bledsoe with Chandler with the screen on run. A nice shot by Booker.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Nice check in for Booker. Lakers leading by 4. Dishes it to Freak. Pass to Gobert. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Fultz. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide. Open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Up top, Bledsoe. He's guarded by Russell. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Gobert with the block. Pass break. The Lakers. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Suns trail by 10. Outside Knight. Here's the pass to Bledsoe. Plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Favors passes to Freak. That's good. Freak's got 32 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Russell against Knight. Bledsoe outside. There's the pick. Up and in on the layup.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Back to Morris. And stolen by Favors. And it's the Lakers on the break. Russell's running. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his third rebound on the night. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. They get Derek Favors.
What a performance from Bledsoe. He's got 17 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. The high post shot, and that one's good. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Morris with a screen on Russell. Bledsoe with it. Favors picks him up. Here's Morris. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 14 points for Markieff Morris. Los Angeles leading by 6. Russell dishes to Freak. Again, Los Angeles.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor nicely at the top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Thank you, Doris. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. And here's Booker. Feeds it to Warren. Kicks to Bledsoe. Down low. Shot clock at 5. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backcourt.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good from Freak.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line, and on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
There's 1:26 left in the game. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. In the corner, it's Morris. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Lakers leading by 8. And there's the feed to Favors. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Morris. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
T.J. Warren has been playing well. He's got 10 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless. And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Russell passes to Freak. Chandler comes with the double team. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Freak. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now Bledsoe, 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Over to the left wing. Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Russell kicks to Freak. Morris with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
All right, fellas, let's see if we can take it. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
For three, Bledsoe. No good there. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freaky. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew.
Continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where ignorance is at. I said where? She said downtown. He had
2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Looking at the Lakers, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. That's why IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shoot.
Yeah, that's basketball.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he just doesn't like it.
There's always someone flying in to see it. Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against...
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Tip-off goes to Houston. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Lawson in at point guard. Now here's Howard. Tries from 7. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now the pass to Freak. Favors with a screen on Hart. Another shot, and it's Favors laying it in.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The feed to Modiunas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively if you can't block.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on them.
We play just over a minute here in the first. There's Freak. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Freak's got his first points of the night. The Lakers on D. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin McHale had a few moments for me. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert, and he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year, and now is one of the guys you have to account for really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint, and then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Harden. Following the miss by Freak, Austin has the open look. Finds yet again, and Hibbert with the block. Here's Freak. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Lawson. Modiunas gets to Ariza. And Harden wide open. He shoots. It's good from long range. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Russell dishes to Freak. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Favors. Good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Favors. Rockets trail. Lawson with it. Pass to Harden. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for Freak. Here's Lawson. Screen by Howard. From deep, Harden. No luck. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Left side Favors. Freak kicks to Hibbert. Ty Lawson grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
He feeds it to Moniunas. Moniunas a screen on Favors. 5 to shoot. Ariza no luck. The Lakers in the lead. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Trevor Ariza. For Houston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Rondo against Russell. And here's McLemore. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Lawson. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Here's Howard. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Russell lays it in without an inch of room around him. Russell's got his first 2 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now, here is Watson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Rondo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Lawson. It's stolen by Jones. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passes.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lawson kicks to Capella. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
Yeah, and watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Freak. Again, Los Angeles.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them. Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Rondo. The shot no good. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back in the second quarter in just a moment. let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team. Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs, and Ty Lawson was at the... This is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
Freak and it's small forward. Mahinmi is out there with Brandon Bass. That's Rajon Rondo. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Rondo. 8 points his last outing. Lakers working the ball around now. Bass with the screen. Pass to Freak. The 15-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Freak's got 10 points. Rockets trail by 7. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He finished with 39 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Monty Hoops.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Lakers, number 1.
Kevin, no team shot a higher percentage than these guys. I mean, that's something they definitely want to build on this season. It'll be hard to improve, but they believe in themselves. They've got a lot of confidence after last season as far as shooting the ball goes.
Derek Favors checked in for Los Angeles. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Rondo passes to Freak. Favors dishes to Freak. Goes up to the stripe. Misses off the left iron. Rockets trail by 7. Now here's Brewer. Now Decker can't get it to go. Great D that time from Favors. Rondo kicks to Freak. And again, the Lakers no good.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Harden's shot is off.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Mahinmi with it, picked up by Monty Hoops. And it's Freak missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Now, here is Harden. Following the miss by Freak, it's Harden with the drive from 12 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Monty Hoops has got 5.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Freak kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. It's stolen by Ariza. And they're running. Decker gets the Brewer. Shoots from the elbow. Decker gets the bucket. And now just a 3-point Laker lead. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. There's Freak. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
for him last season. 2nd in field goal percentage, 8th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could actually become #1.
Catching up in the changes for Houston. Howard's checked in for Montezumas, and McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Brewer.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Rockets trail by 3. Lawson right side. Howard. And that one is stuffed right through.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the Lakers have possession. The Rockets making the shot. Rondo against Lawson. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists tonight. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the 2nd quarter. Screen by Howard. Kicks to Decker. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Favors. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Lawson sets a screen for McLemore. Back to Lawson. Here's Decker. Now here's McLemore outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. Fast break. The Lakers. Russell's running. Shot is off. Good D by Ariza. Rockets trail by 5. Here's McLemore. Nice D from Russell.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the 2nd quarter. Lawson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. For the 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Lakers ahead, up 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the 3rd quarter of basketball. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for free. 16 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Getting underway in the 2nd half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Montezumas and Howard the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. And the rejection by Favors. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Ariza passes to Howard.
You You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. A good look from Harden, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
So it's the Rockets now, following the 3 by the Lakers. Such a wide open look. Ariza's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. First in field goal percentage. First in fewest turnovers a game. And they were also an opponent's points per game. They really do a nice job controlling the pace and getting after it defensively.
And looking at their field goal percentage, really, it was something to behold. A team that didn't settle, worked for high-quality shots. A significant accomplishment to lead the league in that category.
And here's Freak after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. Favors. That is good. Favors got 9 points.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Lawson's against Russell. Screen by Howard. And here's Harden for 3. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 4 assists in the game. Lakers leading by 6.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Here's Freak. Again, Los Angeles.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling. Check out stats for Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 23 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Terrence Jones has checked in for Derek Favors. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Trevor Ariza.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Lawson, following the basket by Freak. Harden kicks to Lawson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Freak. Again, the Lakers.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Screen by Howard. Dishes it to Brewer. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 5 assists in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
No good.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Russell dishes to Freak. Misses the chippy right there. Rockets trail by 7. And Brewer kicks to Lawson. He dishes it to Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Freak in at the 3. Russell is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Favors in at the power forward position. That's the Laker 5. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Favors. That's 28 points for Freak.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
to the wing on the left. Now, here's Decker. He's covered closely. Here's Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Now here's McLemore outside. The rebound by the Lakers. Freak's got his 6th rebound on the night. Out to Favors. Lakers passing it around. The dish now to Freak. Favors passes to Freak. And good on the basket. Book it.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Rockets. Howard's checked in for Decker. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
They get a hand on it. On the left block, buries the jump shot. 33 points for Freak. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Ariza kicks to Howard, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Freak, good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And now that's 35 points for Freak. Rockets trail by 16. Screen by Howard. It's Ariza on the wing. Harden outside. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Russell dishes to Freak, and it's Hibbert top of the key. Here's Favors. The rebound by Harden. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting in the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
Kyle Lawson, he's checked in for McLemore.
And make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And here's Russell.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Hibbert kicks to Freak. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Freak's got 11 points in the quarter.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Howard with this screen on Russell. Lawson outside. Screen by Howard. Feeds to Ariza. That is in there. Lawson with the...
Ariza. Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. You're right. And that one's good. Free.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Porteous, a screen on Russell.
Putain, il faut savoir, c'est l'un ou l'autre. Hein.
Now, here is Lawson. Floats one up. The shot misses. Great D that time from Favors. Lakers leading by 15. Passes it to Russell. He kicks it to Freak. Hibbert the pass to Russell. And there's the feed to Freak. Again, Los Angeles.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And the Lakers with some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Derek Favors. Young is subbed in for Russell. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Decker subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And Lawson with the drive. Decker dishes to Capella. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. No good on that one. Los Angeles making a switch here. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow. He was dazzling tonight, guys. Even his opponents were looking at him going, wow, you're tearing us up tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan.
Putain, y a personne ou quoi? Personne qui parle. Personne me parle, personne me parle. Hola, hola, hola. Parce que j'ai pas assez. Non.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And guys, we'll be watching Roy Hibbert tonight, arguably the league's premier rim protector. Kenny, his reach and the length make it so difficult to try to get anything near the basket.
Yeah, even if the best finishers in the game, they talk about Roy Hibbert when they come in the lane. They got to pay attention to him. He concentrates on defense more than offense, and he takes pride in it.
You know, he knows how to challenge shots by staying vertical. He's the master of verticality. He doesn't pick up cheap fouls, but he still contests shots.
And we will send it over to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
At shooting guard, Clarence Fultz. At center, Rudy Gobert. At the other guard position, D'Angelo Russell. At power forward, Derek Favors. At the other forward position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is Jason Kidd. At power forward, at 6'9", number 23, Luis Scola. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 25, Hakan Bastard. The other guard, at 6'0", number 7,
forward, 6'8" from Connecticut, number 8, Rudy Gay. And in the middle, 6'11" from Kentucky, number 15, DeMarcus Cousins. Your home team head coach is Byron Scott. Once again, your Sacramento Kings. Welcome everyone to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basketball in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys. And they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Freak in at the 3. Favors is out there with Gobert. Then it's Russell. Gay kicks to Cousins. He sinks the 11-footer. So it's the Lakers now, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Collison dishes to Scola. Gay outside. A drive by Collison. Rocket 2, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
How about last season? He made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, when Byron Scott and I had a chance to catch up a few minutes ago, he remained upbeat about their performance this season, even though it hasn't put them with the elite teams in the NBA. He said, the effort's been there, we just haven't yet gotten the results we've been hoping for. Maybe we'll see the start of something tonight. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. To the left side lane. To the paint from 12 feet out. And it's Freak missing.
Well, they finally miss on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Here's Pasteur. Misses in close.
He tried to throw the spin move into his act that time. It worked about as well as you'd expect, Kev. That's not his game.
Russell with a wide open look. A 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make
putain, non!
You can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that. It's almost always deadly when he's that open.
The feed to Freak. To the inside. Here's Folks. And he takes
Really?
a very nice feed.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Now here's Gay. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
To the inside, it's tipped and stolen by
Putain, il a pris la balle.
An even 3-on-3 break. No good from Gay.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And he came off that screen, and he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Strolla kicks to Collison. Another three for Sacramento.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Freak. Russell kicks to Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Freak's got 6. Kings have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Gay drives in. No good from 11 feet.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Freak. Again, Los Angeles. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first.
Je reviens.
Kidd was saying to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Russell. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Rondo passes to Freak. Jones sets the pick for Russell. Here's Freak. The shot is off, so the Kings will take it the other way. 1:19 left to play here in the first. Robertson dishes to Devin. Sessions up top. The Lakers with the rebound. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they dropped the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team this time around.
Here's Sessions following the basket by Freak. Sessions with it. Jones covered. And Coley Stein throws it down.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
The Lakers in the lead. Rondo kicks to Freak. Puts it up from 17. And it falls over the rim and in. Freak's got 12 in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Sessions kicks to Coley Stein. Feeds to Devin. Now Goodwin. Kicks it to Devin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Here's Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Lakers on top, up by 3. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills. Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far where do you think he can go?
As the talent that can be built upon and improved, one big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Freak, he's in at 3. Mahinmi is out there with Brandon Bass. That's Rajon Rondo.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And that one's good.
The lead changes hands. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here is Sessions following the basket by Freak. Game. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good for Rudy Gay. Derek Favors checking in for Brandon Bass. 2 shots. Second free throw, no good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Outside Rondo. Favors passes to Freak. No good. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Basturk. The shot no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. And it's Rondo penetrating. Freak dishes to Mahinmi. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Out left to the wing. Screen by Cousins. Here's Dellavedova. And the rejection by Favors. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He ended with 41 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Sacramento making a switch here. Scola's checked in. The Lakers shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Passes it to Favors from 13. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Screen by Cousins. The drive by Collison. Here's Basturk. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Rondo passes to Freak. Favors with the screen. It's Freak, top of the key. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Freak's got 18 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Gay, that's good. Gay's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Freak kicks to Favors. Gay with it. Favors picks him up. Cousins with a screen on Favors. Gay drives in. And it's Gay again, misses.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
All right, Sacramento. Both teams changing it up here. Sacramento Kings dance team. And a pretty tight.
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
Still upbeat. We would like to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of games left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started the game. That's all I got.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and folks, don't go away. after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.